For those dealing with pain from a sports injury, arthritis, or spine condition, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists offers innovative new non-surgical options. Our regenerative medicine treatments, including platelet-rich plasma and other regenerative treatments, use your body's own restorative cells to aid in treating injuries. These procedures are performed in our offices and typically require minimal downtime. If you want to get back to doing what you love, our regenerative treatment options may be right for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
Since 1936, Procter Ace has been proudly helping Jax with all your home and garden projects. Whether you need tools, paint, plumbing supplies, or expert advice, we've got what you need to get the job done right. Looking to brighten your yard? Visit our garden center for plants, tools, and everything to make your outdoor space flourish. You're not just shopping here, you're part of our community. So come in today and let us help you tackle your next project with a smile. After all,
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. When I say it means something to me, gentlemen, it means something to me.
High school football is back and it's bigger than ever. Welcome to the Friday Night Zone Blitz.
It is bigger than a game.
Watch the biggest games each week live as the action unfolds with instant reaction and analysis from our Hall of Famer, Kevin Sullivan. It starts with live look-ins at the top matchups, including our Jaguars Prep Whataburger Game of the Week, and that is just the beginning of 4 straight hours of coverage. From 8 to 10:30, the Friday Night Zone Blitz is streaming on our Action News Jax app and online. At 10:30, the Friday Night Blitz you know and love. A half hour of highlights from around the area. 11 o'clock, we shine the spotlight on the bands that pump up the crowd. 11:15, it's time to blitz through the highlights online and on air. Then 11:35, back to the stream to break down the night's results with a reaction from local coaches. 4 straight hours of high school football on the Friday Night Zone Blitz. Only on Action Sports Jax 24/7.
Baker Sports is local sports. Uniforms from Pop Warner and Little League to travel ball, high school, and college. They make you look good. They help you play good. Baker Sports has been helping families make memories that will last a lifetime with their Baker's Buckets. We've got a lot of these filled with baseballs and softballs in the garage. I've been throwing batting practice to Ty and Kaylee for years and also sit on the Baker's Bucket, catching Kaylee while she practices or pitching. Baker Sports is homegrown, and a lot of employees that used to play on local ball fields now work for Baker Sports, now helping you look good, play good, and make memories of your own. Visit Bakersport.com to see what Baker Sports can do for you. Custom apparel, Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, embroidery, screen printing, and more. Baker Sports is local sports from Jacksonville to anywhere in the Southeast. Bakersport.com.
All right, back we are. A million apologies. We had a little glitch in the system a moment ago, but we are back. The Young and Norvelle Show coming to you on Action Sports Jax right here live on a Tuesday, as always, from Hurricanes Jointon Creek. He is Patrick Young. I'm Terry Norvelle. Pat, let's get back real quick. The Auburn situation. So the basketball team for Auburn, they're flying to a road game. They have 2 players midair get into, at least 2 players, Patrick, get into a brawl so bad that the pilot called air traffic control and said, we're coming back. They went back and landed and getting these guys off our plane. And
yeah, had to.
They got on another plane, went out, and they won the game, for God's sake.
Yeah, and they won. Yeah.
What do you know about this?
Not much, man. I wonder what kind of, it's got to be so embarrassing for Coach Pearl. That's what I'm imagining that he's feeling, and but maybe not too much after going on and getting a great road win.
Gosh,
Houston's just that team they always are knocking on the door. They're always in the top 7 at some point, if not,
and,
like 1 or 2 or 3.
And they've got runners and jumpers and great athletes up and down the roster with Kelvin Sampson.
Yes, always,
athletes
man.
everywhere. But I tell you, man, I live by a bunch of codes. Okay, one of the codes I live by. Hey, everybody, listen to me. If you are with me and we are getting up into an airplane and we're going to get up in that 35,000 feet range, that's the place in any altercation. Okay, wait until we get on the ground, right? I don't want nobody fighting and getting thrown into a window and knocking a window out or something in an airplane, right? Am I asking too much, Pat?
I don't
Just
think
be cool
so.
in an airplane. Just be cool. Be cool in an airplane. All right, Pat, here's a little salt in the wound for Florida State's football season. How about this release? Just came out. They've got, obviously, Florida at the end of the year, but they've got Charleston Southern. Florida State's game against Charleston Southern will kick off at an odd time of 1:30 Eastern time and only be televised on ACC Network Extra.
Dang.
That's what 2 1-9 teams facing each other will do.
And the Beth's not doing that one. See, that's not even good enough for the Beth.
No, she's too good for that game. She's too good for that game. Patric Young, I need your opinion. We want to hear what you saw this Saturday. A lot of moving and shaking in college football. Let's start with Georgia. I thought Mississippi State was definitely going to beat them. They beat them up.
Ole Miss. Yeah.
What'd you think of that game, Ole Miss, Georgia?
I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but, I mean, Carson Beck he's all out of funk, right? Yeah, he is not by any means of, the guy that he was or just performing the way that he did last year. Yeah, that Ole Miss offense looked unstoppable and
looked good.
Like they looked so good.
Looked good.
Yeah,
And,
I think that might be a good enough win to get them back into, even though having 2 losses and a bad loss to Kentucky, that might be enough to keep them in the playoff.
Yeah, that Kentucky loss hurts.
They went out. Yeah.
You forget Ole Miss. They do have 2 losses, but they lost, I think, both of those games in the last second of the game. Now, they should have taken care of business with Kentucky, but Ole Miss looked good, man. Jackson Dart, what a gutty performance. On one ankle. And I'm with you, man. I like Carson Beck. He's a nice kid. I've interviewed him once here when he was at Mandarin on a college show. I've never been enamored with his game. I think he's stiff. I think he's robotic and stiff. And you wonder, he looked a lot better last year, but boy, it may be kind of easy to look good with Brock Bowers and Ladd McConkey catching the ball.
That's true. You're right about that. It does it ever.
And let's be fair.
But look, man, he's overthrown. I mean, he's throwing balls and missing spots that even those guys couldn't get.
I agree. One thing to point out overall, and I'm not picking at Georgia. Georgia is a good football team, and Georgia is a fringe playoff team. And if they got in, they could make some noise. I'm not going to disparage this Georgia team, but this is clearly not the Georgia team of the last 5 receivers. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, clearly. The offensive line is not dominant. They still play pretty good defense, but Mississippi, Ole Miss, and Lane Kiffin needed that win.
Oh yeah, did he ever? Yeah.
Did he need that win? I don't know how much you caught. Georgia Tech, Miami, high noon. And how about Georgia Tech in the same football year? They've got a win over FSU and Miami. I think Miami's okay, though. That did not kill Miami's chances.
No, it shouldn't have killed their chances, but, I mean, they should have won.
I agree.
They played terrible. I feel like I don't think they came ready to play.
I agree.
That's just all I felt that game. I just feel like they kind of probably thought it was just going to be Georgia Tech's going to fight us hard, but, we'll come away because we got Cam Ward and, like, we always do this. It doesn't matter. Yeah. We're only down 10 this time.
Yeah, and, the way the Miami season's played out, this Miami's defense has had so many of these same games. Every opponent on Miami's schedule, nobody fears Miami's defense at all. Everybody thinks now they've seen Miami's defense give up so many yards and so many points. Everybody thinks they're going to get in a scoring match with Miami. Everybody.
Yeah.
And, Go ahead, Pat.
I was gonna say, and you can't blame them for thinking that way.
No. Cam Ward did not play bad. I know he had the sack fumble at the end of the game, but I mean he was pressured. He put up decent.
He missed some throws that
Yeah,
you're just kind of like, man. He normally really normally doesn't miss ones like that.
Yeah, he missed a few. Didn't play terrible, but it's tough every time to ask Cam Ward to be, David Copperfield. You got to be the magician, and it's hard to do. The guy in basketball, you can't ask to make the game-winning shot every single night out.
Yeah.
And
even if you do, they're gonna miss more times than they make.
Yeah, one of them's going to rattle out, right?
Yeah.
One of those shots is going to rattle out. But I think Miami's still. They got to get to Charlotte. That's all that matters. Get to Charlotte, and Miami's got 50-50 chance if they get to Charlotte. Win and you're in. What did you think? And I think I took LSU. What did you think of Alabama just absolutely saying, we're going to run the ball down your throat, LSU, in your stadium at night, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it?
Man, I don't think LSU knew there was a game.
Yeah.
I think the fact that they gave up so many, three rushing touchdowns?
I think it was, yeah.
To Milroe?
Yeah, I think he got like 185 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground by himself.
Man, the over-under was for him 49.5 yards rushing.
Ooh.
He mutilated that number.
Well, now I ask you this, Patrick. What we saw in Baton Rouge Saturday night, all Alabama did was they said, we're going to let the quarterback take the snap and be the ball carrier. By doing that, you add another blocker, right? You add a blocker. Is that the prescription Florida can do Saturday against LSU? Does Florida say, okay, Aiden Warner, that's cute. We're going to put our ball carriers in the Wildcat, and we're going to add that blocker, and we're going to say, we're going to shove it down LSU's throat.
I think it's way better than whatever the heck we've been doing these last 2 games.
Yeah, and Warner, God bless him. I've got no problem with Aiden Warner. No business playing at the level that he's at. He doesn't have Power 5 talent.
He don't got it.
But I wonder, and now you wonder, could Florida go wild? Now, they got enough backs between the 2 traditional backs, and I think you could run a couple guys, 3 or 4 times. You could run DK a couple snaps. You could run, 3 or 4 other guys. But between Baugh and Jackson and Montrell Johnson, you got to believe is just about ready to come back, right? They could run a lot of Wildcat, and they could have 10 blockers on 11 defenders, and they may say that's a better chance to win than putting the ball in the hands of Warner. I don't think he's got the game to beat a good SEC
It's really
team.
not. Was there no contingency plan on? We need to have maybe someone else that can back up and be decent.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing though. I'll tell you, if Lagway's ready to go, if Lagway is 80-90% and ready to go, well, then Florida's really got a chance then, because you could have Lagway back there, and you still would have a semblance of a passing game. Yeah. Right? You still got
even if he only throws it 10 times a game.
Yeah, absolutely. You throw it 10, 15 times a game, and you run Lagway a little bit. You run Montrell Wildcat. You run Ball Wildcat. You run Jackson, and say, we're just going to shove it down your throat. Alabama may have shown you the prescription.
That kid Milroe, man, he is fast.
Yeah.
When he puts those burners on, as fast as I've ever run in my life, I've never experienced.
I tell you, I'm glad you brought that up. There was a couple runs Saturday in Baton Rouge by Milroe. I mean, he looked really fast. I mean, he ran that. What do you have, that 72-yarder? He ran away from everybody on LSU's defense.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was one of those touchdowns where your teammate, like, they run with you to keep up. I don't think anybody was doing that either.
Oof. I mean, he ran away from people. I still haven't seen Oregon enough. I don't know if you've seen Oregon play enough football. They're sitting at number 1. I'm not disappointed we don't have a dominant team. I think by not having one dominant team, I think this playoff is shaping up like a son of a gun right now. But have you seen, or I just haven't seen Oregon. I know they played Ohio State, but that was a game. There was another game on that pulled me away. I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was the Gators or somebody. I can't
remember what it was, but yeah, you're right. Because I didn't really watch the Ohio State Oregon until the fourth and late in the fourth.
Absolutely, I'm the same way. It might have been a Gator game. It might have been Florida, Texas A&M, or somebody. But don't get me wrong. I was flipping back and forth, and it was a great game. But it wasn't my 100% attention game. So I haven't seen Oregon enough. Ohio State is a frustrating team. I think they're better than they play. What are your overall thoughts right now? I mean,
I don't think Ohio State's playing great. I've never was really sold on Will Howard. I thought he's good. He's better than most, but I didn't think that he was going to be a C.J. Stroud. I didn't think he was going to be any of those guys that could get you to the glory land.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
It seems like Ohio State has to have that. If they don't have a great quarterback, then they're, they don't even have a chance. But
I'll tell you, the other team I can't figure out, and this is more, I've
Indiana?
seen them play. Yes, Indiana. I've seen them play a little bit, but I mean, Patrick, they have no schedule right. They've got Ohio State coming up. I think it's next week. They have played nobody of note. I mean, nobody. You know who else? You know another team that I think is really good. This team I think is good, Patrick, and I'll get your opinion here on this team. But they have no wins of substance. Texas. Texas has beat nobody. Nobody.
Oh.
I think they're good, though. I think Texas is good.
Texas
What do you think?
Good. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, I think they're good. They're just lost two starting running backs.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season. I think that really affected
big time
them, big time. But yeah, I can't figure out Indiana. I'm glad they beat Michigan. It was interesting. 19-17 final score.
How about that?
Put that one on your bingo card.
Yeah. How about that? What do you have you seen enough? And they don't play in a great conference, but it doesn't matter because the conference they play in gets you in the college football playoff. What do you make of Deion in Colorado? I mean,
man, they wouldn't have lost to Kansas State if they had like 5 guys down, including Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Like they are. I don't think they're. I'm really even hesitant to believe they're a top 25 team, but Shadur Sanders and Travis Hunter really make everybody around them better.
Yeah.
And now they got other weapons too. Like all their little receivers, man, are pretty good.
They are. So it looks like, if I've got this right, Colorado and BYU. By the way, BYU has played a couple of decent teams.
They're 9-0.
And they've had miracle wins, but sometimes that means it's your year. I think I've got this right, Patrick. If BYU and Colorado win out, I mean, they're going to meet in the championship game of the Big 12, right? I think they're they'd be the last two, and somebody's going in if they get a win. Somebody's going in. Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, when and all Deion's got to do is make it. His son, man, he's definitely he's number 1 quarterback prospect.
You know, we got talking about if the Jaguars were to get the first pick of the first round, and I know we can't. This is revisionist history, but imagine if everything's played out the way it has, and the Jaguars do end up getting the first pick, and the Jaguars did not sign Trevor Lawrence to a massive contract. You could be saying what I've been teasing a little bit. Hey, what if some NFL team says, hey, Deion, we want you to come bring your son to our friends, and you're the head coach. They could do that in Jacksonville. How about that?
Yeah, I'd be down for that, honestly.
I'm telling you,
I'd reinvest into the Jaguars bandwagon. We got Deion here.
I could see something wacky like Jerry Jones, who marches to his drummer, He does what he wants, how he wants, and he's fought the NFL. I could see Jerry Jones firing Mike McCarthy and trying to manipulate a deal where Deion's his new coach, and they let the whole world know that Shedeur is only going to go to Dallas. And, players have done that before.
You can't do that.
They've been, hey, Eli Manning manipulated it.
I guess, like, if you're a team that's willing to, like, risk all that, be like, all right, well, give me. I want some money. We want some extra picks. Like, it's going to be an unfair trade. But if you're that willing to get,
yeah,
I don't know if the league should allow that. But
Jerry Jones has bucked the system in the NFL before, right? And he does what he wants. A lot of times, it's not the smartest thing. He does what he does what he wants.
Whatever he did something. After he fired Jimmy Johnson, made that decision that's just been not great.
Hey, you and I haven't visited since the Jaguars had. What a weird game that was with the Vikings the other day. The Vikings up and down the field. Obviously, Darnold kept Jacksonville from getting blown out, probably with 3 interceptions. Wasn't that a weird game though? Minnesota had a million yards, and it felt like Minnesota was going to win that thing 35-3. But weird game, wasn't it?
Yeah, defense found a way to force field goals. And you know what was crazy, Terry? I pushed that game.
Nice.
In our deals, in our thing, because it was -5. So I pushed.
How about
crazy.
that?
Well, I know. I couldn't believe it.
Another bad break, I think. And now I think Mac Jones,
right.
I'm not so sure Trevor Lawrence is going to play a lot more the rest of the year. What a shame. Mac Jones is auditioning now for one final starting job in the NFL, and he struggled. Mac Jones had a good opportunity to go out and play. He needed
was he
one
getting
of those,
that pressured? Was he or just didn't seem? He just didn't perform well.
He did.
I'm just wondering if it's pressure that got him so, or just being back in that limelight, he just wasn't ready mentally, or
what it was, man. But he's going to get blamed
the way he played in the preseason.
I know.
You just felt like he was super. Meaning so much to him being back home.
Yeah.
In Jacksonville.
Yeah, and Pat, he may get another chance or two depending on what Lawrence's health is, and it sounds like Lawrence will not get surgery now. So, does he play a little bit the rest of the way? Do they shut him down? But man, Mac Jones, he's got a audition tape right now. He's putting out there, and he let one get away Sunday. He really did. He needed to play well for his. He's trying to get one more crack, right?
Right, of course, absolutely.
Before he's just holding a clipboard and making a nice living. But yeah, what a shame. What a shame for him. But what a strange game.
Yeah, it was strange.
It was really weird game. All right, Pat, let's take a break, come back. I started messing around, Patrick, with the college football playoff. We know the dates and all. Well, I took it a step further. I've got kind of how many games and what day. We're going to talk about the playoff. Do you realize that bad boy starts December 20th?
Yeah.
College football playoff, December 20th. We're about on the way from playing it off. I'll break that down, and we'll kick off hour number 2. How's that, Pat? Hang tight. We'll come back live from Hurricanes Join to Greet.
For those dealing with pain from a sports injury, arthritis, or spine condition, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists offers innovative new non-surgical options. Our regenerative medicine treatments, including platelet-rich plasma and other regenerative treatments, use your body's own restorative cells to aid in treating injuries. These procedures are performed in our offices and typically require minimal downtime. If you want to get back to doing what you love, our regenerative treatment options may be right for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Rick's Jack's Beach.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dynamic Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
It's a new logo, new branding. With Bold City Heating and Air, it's an old school approach. One of the few locally owned and operated air conditioning businesses left in Jacksonville. It's hot, Florida in the summer. You can't do much to avoid it, but you can keep cool with Bold City Heating and Air. It's every customer counts kind of service, from when these trucks have pulled up to my home over the last couple of years and when they pull into your driveway as well. From communication to pricing to the actual service, everyone at Bold City Heating and Air cares about you. You know who's coming to your house. You know they will be well trained and they will respect your home. Air conditioning convenience at boldcityac.com. Stay cool while it gets hot. Bold City Heating and Air can help. Don't get caught sweating all summer. boldcityac.com, and they have financing to help. New systems starting at $110 a month and $50 off any repairs. Stay safe, stay comfortable with Bold City Heating and Air at boldcityac.com. Homegrown in your hometown.
Overcast evening turning into night as we welcome you back a little after 5 o'clock on a Tuesday. We're live at Jewington Creek's location of hurricanes. There are great hurricanes all over. And, of course, this is our Tuesday home. We're here all the time. We want to thank Josh and Callie for their hospitality, always hosting our Tuesday show. Wonderful dinners, wonderful weekends, football, and tremendous place for lunch. Monday through Friday, they've got all kind of great lunch specials. Monterey chicken quesadilla, fajita rice bowl. And, Patrick, this has got my name written on. I need to take this out of here with me tonight. I've been known to take burgers out of here. Half-pound steak burger. That sounds good. And got a feeling the fries will not make it all the way home with me. Pat, I'm not sure. Pat, you still with us, sir? Checking in with Mr. Young. Hopefully he'll come back. I want to go over a couple of things with him. I was teasing a little bit. We know the college football playoff, the 12-team playoff, its first ever inception will kick off this December 20th. 12 teams. 4 teams will have a bye. Seeds number 5, 6, 7, and 8 will host 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then you just kind of play it down. The bye, 4 teams with the bye, they watch everybody. The first weekend, as I said, is 5, 6, 7, 8 hosting. Then you start putting winners in, and you go from there. But I kind of wanted to get more in depth. Here's the way it's going to play out. Okay, so we're fast forwarding roughly a little over a month from now. The college football playoff, 12 off, will start Friday, December 20th. So a little over a month from now. And on that Friday night, there will be one game. It'll be an 8 o'clock kickoff. I'm not sure what game it is. I'm not even sure if that's been totally determined. But Friday, December 20th, there'll be one college football playoff. So it'll start out with one game on that night. The next day, Saturday, December 21st, there will be 3 games in a row, noon, 4, and 8. So between Friday and Saturday, those first 4 playoff games will be conducted. And I do believe the NFL will be playing on that Saturday. So you talk about one hellacious Saturday of football. So again, Friday, December 20th, one game, 8 o'clock, kicks off the college football playoff. The next day, Saturday, the 21st, noon, 4, 8, 3 games, playoff football, loser leave town, season's over, pressure, pressure, pressure. How damn fun is that going to be? Okay, so that's weekend 1 of the college football playoff. We then will move to the winners, and the top 4 seeds now will come into play. You will have a Tuesday, December 31st, which is New Year's Eve. Tuesday, December 31st, one game again that night at 7:30. So it'll be one game, 7:30 on New Year's Eve. Wednesday, and this is the quarterfinal rounds. Now, Wednesday, the very next day, on January 1st, the traditional day where historically there were multiple big boy bowl games in the history of college football. Wednesday, January 1st, again, you will have 3 games. How good is that going to be? 3 quarterfinal games, and those games are scheduled to kick off at 1, 5, and 8:45. That's New Year's Day. Then you'll move to the semifinal round. There'll be 4 teams left, and that'll move to Thursday, January 9th. One game at 7:30 in the Orange Bowl. Then the very next day, Friday, January 10th, the second of 2 semifinal games. One game, 7:30 in the Cotton Bowl. Those 2 winners will then take about 10 days off, and they will meet up for the national championship on January 20th. That's a Monday, unfortunately. I've always hated that college football plays their championship game on a Monday. Monday, the national championship game between the 2 teams left standing in Atlanta. Championship game is in the big, beautiful stadium in Atlanta at 7:30. So we've talked about it, how it's going to play out, but that's actually – so we'll have the first 2 weekends of the playoff, or first 2 weeks of the college playoff. We'll have 1 game one day, 3 games the next. About a week later, 1 game one day, 3 the next. That gets us to the semifinals. Game 1 stands alone on a Thursday. Game 2 stands alone on a Friday. And then those 2 winners meet up for the national championship. First ever with this type of format in college football. I want to go back to what I said a moment ago. I have always, and this has a lot to do with the NFL, I get this, and I understand it. Don't like it, but I understand it. I hate that college football plays their championship game on a Monday night. And I'll qualify this by saying I understand that college basketball, the Final Four is always on a Saturday and the championship game is on a Monday. Well, that's a big, massive tournament, and you're kind of limited. You play multiple games in that tournament. You kind of just have to go and get it in. I don't love that the Final Four and the championship game in basketball is on a Monday. I totally hate college football. Your big sporting events, if they can be scheduled, and I'll get back to that in a second, but your big sporting events, if they can be scheduled, are supposed to be on the weekend. That's just the way it is. I hate college football. And when I say if the championship game can be scheduled, if you're in a basketball or a baseball series, the World Series, you don't know exactly when that's going to end. Could be game 4, could be game 5, could be game 6, could be game 7. In football, there's going to be one final championship game, Super Bowl, college football playoff final game. Our big sporting events in our country, and I think worldwide, when you can control it, your big championship sporting events should be on the weekend. Just my thought. That's maybe an argument for another day. I want to look around at some sports news that has kind of happened. We were talking earlier in the show about potential Jaguar head coaches. Doug Peterson, I think, is all but fired. He's telling us that he has been let go. He knows he's either been fired officially, it's been discussed and not made public, or I think he's telling us he knows he's going to get fired in the near future. His belligerence tells that. With that said, I've kind of been teasing a little bit you Jaguar fans out there, get ready. It's not going to be a sexy hire. The Jaguar organization is not in a position to go get the red hot guy or go steal a great coach right now. They're not in that position. Get ready for either a retread type coach or a coordinator that maybe he's not the red hot coordinator. There's always one or two red hot coordinators, at least one that lights the NFL on fire, and everybody points, hey, that's going to be the next head coach, and he can name his job. Jacksonville's not in that. Here's a name that was in the news today. He just came through here. He's a coordinator for one of the better teams in the NFL, and he was a head coach. He flamed out in Miami, but word is now Brian Flores, who's the DC for the Vikings, who just came here, and you saw how good their defense is. Word is Brian Flores thinks he's earned another crack by going and becoming a defense coordinator. He struggled in Miami. That's another type of guy. That's the type and the level of coach that the Jaguars are going to command. Those are the only type guys that are going to pick up the phone, in my opinion. Just be prepared with that. You probably saw this news from the NFL. Dak Prescott finished for the rest of the year. He's got some type of hamstring injury that obviously has knocked him out. Cooper Rush will take and some tough news in and around the Tampa Bay Rays organization. I know it's not baseball season, but a couple of things going on with the Rays or around their organization. Major League Baseball and Tampa have said their stadium's not going to be ready for 25. You know, the hurricane that just went through there and tore that thing to shreds, the roof is a mess. Word is now that the Rays are going to have to, and I don't know, I was kind of skimming an article a moment ago. The Rays are going to have to find some place to play some baseball games. I'm not sure what they're going to do. And, spring training, they can kind of mix and match because there's a lot of spring training parks and they can kind of do their thing. I'm not sure what the Rays are going to do with their regular season because it looks like they're done. Their stadium will have a full year, and they were going to do some renovations to that thing anyway, but that stadium's not going to be ready at all for 2025. That'll be one to track. Also, real sad story that just seems to get deeper. The Rays, and if you follow them at all, a couple of years ago, man, they developed and have or had at the time one of the up-and-coming star of the league in Wander Franco. Their shortstop was young and signed a huge contract and was on a superstar track. He got in some serious trouble. He's in some legal difficulties now where he's been accused of having improper relations with a minor. And I mean, he's fighting his way through that battle. Word is, recently as this week, he gets into another altercation where police are called. I think there's an arrest made. Here's Wander Franco trying to keep himself out of prison for maybe the rest of his life. And he gets caught in some situation, allegedly, where I don't know if he's from Puerto Rico. I'm not sure what Dominican town he's from or country, but he's involved in possibly brandishing guns and multiple guys brandishing guns and supposedly fighting for the attention. Man, you would think this guy would be walking much more narrow. And again, it's allegations, and we will see how it plays out. We lost Patrick a moment ago. I'm not sure if he'll be able to get back with us. I hope he is. I did not get his opinion on the total house cleaning around the Florida State football program. I mean, this is just so unprecedented. The season cannot end quick enough for Florida State. And if you haven't seen or heard, Mike Norvelle, a preemptive strike, I don't know if it really helps or hurts right now making the move. He was going to have to make some moves anyway with his coaching staff. But Mike Norvelle has fired, as of a couple days ago, his offensive coordinator, his defensive coordinator, and his receivers coach. They're all gone. They're just going to do some mix and matching and some grad assistant stuff. And just a tough situation. A really, really tough situation as Florida State sitting at 1-9, absolutely blown out against Notre Dame. This is one of the damnedest things. And I get it. It's easy to say, well, Mike Norvelle, he rode the coattails of, he found a really special player at the college game, Jordan Travis. And Travis pulled out about 3 games last year. Florida State finished 13-0, as you remember. It's easy to kind of say, well, but there's got to be more to this. There's got, 13-0 to 1-9, and they're going to beat Charleston Southern. As bad a season as Florida has, Florida should go in there and just run it down their throat. I think Florida State has totally quit, but what a weird situation to go that much of a 180. I mean, they were preseason in the nation. Think about their last 10, 11 games. You go back 11 games, they have a 63-3 loss from the bowl game last year. You've seen what's happened this year, including a 52-3 loss not long ago. Wow, what a just terrible situation. And Mike Norvelle, no, the seat's not hot now. And obviously by letting those guys go, that tells you he's met with his athletic director, he's met with his president. You don't make these moves and then fire the head coach as well. So Mike Norvell's fine. He will get through this season. He'll be the head coach unless he resigns on his own volition. He'll be the head coach next year. But that seat is warm. That seat is really, really warm going into next year. You just can't have the wheels fall off like this at all. Mike Norvelle, going into next year, has really got to win some football games. And I keep pointing this out. They've got Alabama very early next year as Florida State will unveil their new stadium that got a major renovation. All right, let's take a break. I think Pat dropped off, and we'll come back, and we may even start a little trivia early. My man, Trivia Pat, he didn't get a loss last week because we didn't play. But we got my man here. Pat, are you loaded up? Got some questions? He's ready. We'll have some fun as we do on Tuesday. It's kind of late in the show. We do it every Tuesday if we can. We have some fun with trivia. Stick around. You're going to learn something. And I'm going to show off a little bit probably. It is a Tuesday edition, the Young and Norvelle Show, coming to you from our Tuesday home. You know it, you love it. Hurricanes, 2-3.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Rick's Jack's Beach.
For over 20 years, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists has been providing the highest level of orthopedic and spine care to patients throughout Northeast Florida. Now, we're making that same great care even more convenient with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists Direct, a walk-in clinic where you can be seen for pain or injuries with no appointment needed. Staffed by orthopedic physicians and specialists, we offer everything from diagnosis and treatment to imaging and bracing, all with no appointment needed. For more information, hours, and locations, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
Summertime means sizzling sales at Nimnick Buick GMC. The #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville has lots of inventory to choose from with their best price guarantee. Nimnick never charges above MSRP. You can save up to $10,000 off select new GMC Sierras or get rates as low as 1.9%.
You know, I'm a truck guy. GMC Sierra, my trim level is an SLT. This one's an Elevation. Pretty good looking color as well. So here at Nimnick Buick GMC, you have a lot to pick from. My father-in-law, he drives this, an Enclave, so I feel like that GMC in the family. 2025 is coming around the corner, which means it's almost time to close out those 2024s this summer.
You can schedule a test drive at NimnickBuickGMC.com, and while you're there, check your trade value and customize your payment options. Nimnick is there for you, even on Sundays. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com. Nimnick, your friends in the car business since 1941. GMC, we are professional grade.
There you go, overcast and getting dark quickly. My goodness. No, I'm complaining about this. I'm not the only one, but man, I don't like when it gets dark this early. It puts me to sleep. Wow. As we welcome you back, Terry Norvelle coming to you from Hurricanes, Julington Creek. You know it by now. When they have wings in the name of the jerk, you know they got some good wings. They got a million flavors, and it can go from little sissy like me. A lot of times I get my wings naked as we welcome Trivia Pat.
Not naked.
To the show. You remember the no, you're too young, but speaking of naked, there was I tell the story a lot. There was a very, very popular deep Southern comedian. Now we're talking 70s, okay, 70s heyday, probably 60s, 70s. And I just heard, I was young, even me was young way back then. Jerry Clower was his name. Real funny, Southern guy, very good, very funny, and he played up the Southern thing. That was his act, his shtick. He was a Southern guy. And he got telling a story one time about naked, about the get them naked. And I can't remember which way he went, but he said, yeah, let me tell you about that word naked. Naked down south, naked means you ain't got no clothes on.
Yeah.
Naked, hear me? Naked.
Yeah.
Okay. Naked means you ain't got no clothes on. Yeah. Naked means you ain't got no clothes on and you up to no good. Right? How good is that, right? You ain't got no clothes on and you up to no good. All right, Trivia Pat?
I'm pulling up the trivia for you, Terry.
Up to no good. You're a big Jaguar fan. I don't know if you went to the game, watched it. What a weird game that was, that Vikings. Would you ever thought the Vikings go have 12 points and they're going to win? And how did they not score 35? I saw the interceptions, but I mean, God, what a weird game.
Not a good look for Mac either.
No, and that was his chance
Going
to kind of
get another job or get re-signed.
That's his resume. That's his resume. And he may have a couple more. Well, obviously, we don't know what's going on with Trevor. It sounds like Trevor's not going to have surgery on the shoulder, so Mac may get another couple starts. But man, he wasted a video resume because Mac Jones, he wants one more crack as a starter, right?
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to throw it a little bit better. Now the entire team stunk it up. I mean, you don't have 150 yards basically in the NFL and it only be one fault, right? It was a lot of people's fault.
Yeah,
a lot of people. What about Cam Robinson? Comes back, drives the guy into. The word is the film, though, he had a pretty good game. The word is he had a couple penalties, and he had that one. But the word is he blocked Hines Allen pretty well.
When you're playing your old team from just 2 weeks ago, you're going to have a good game. You know? So
tough situation for the Jags. Where do they go? Now, you want to win, don't get me wrong, but are they in do whatever you can to win a couple games down the stretch, or are they in develop some players? Are they in develop some guys and show off some guys? Maybe you can try. Hey, when you're 2-8, it's supposed to be a tough situation.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, to me, it's this question. Who do you have that right now, seeing guys, who do you have that's young? You've got Jarius Jones on defense. He's young.
Yeah.
We can say that. But I think we know what we have in Bretton Strange.
Yeah.
Tank kind of came out earlier this year. We know what he can be.
He's of the two backs you got. He's your better back. He's your better all around back.
So he's not. He's young. Yeah. But now he's not a trade piece. You want to keep him.
Yeah. But the guys you named, I mean, like Jones, I mean, he's not going to command much because he's just, they don't have a lot, and the trade deadline's over until the off season. But when it comes, a lot of people say trade, go get some players. Well, trades generally are you got to give to get.
Yeah,
you got to have something to give.
Yeah,
yes, it's a tough situation. I do say this, and I'll add this show off with a lot of this talk, and this will be off-season talk. If the wheels stay off, trivia, Pat, and if the Jaguars, the wheels stay off and they only win a couple more games and they get that first pick again, if they use that pick on any one player, they're idiots. If they get that first pick again, they've got to package that thing and go get some players. They got to go get somebody's starting guard and somebody's defensive back, and then their 8th pick. They've got to use that. And I love Travis Hunter, and he's probably considered the best raw player in the draft. The Jaguars are much farther away than a Travis Hunter, putting them over the top. If they get that first pick, they cannot use it. They've got to package it.
As good as he is for Colorado, playing both sides, you can't do that in the NFL.
Probably not.
He's got to.
And if you can, you do it 30% of the time.
Not in today's NFL.
Yeah, it'd be hard. All right, let's talk some trivia.
Okay.
I don't know if Patric Young got scared because I was hoping he was going to help me out here, but I did go to a private institution of higher learning. I like to call it the Harvard itself.
Did you?
Yeah, I know. I don't mention it very often. I probably haven't never mentioned it.
No, I don't think so.
Jacksonville University. So we'll give it some shots here. And I know people talk to me about this segment and they like it because we all learn as we go.
Didn't like it
because we learn.
They're ready to get
naked.
They're gonna get naked.
Jerry Clower. That was funny. All right, what do you got?
All right, let's start you off. Now I know this is your favorite category.
I don't like where it's starting already.
It's been a while since we've.
Yeah, you chickened out last week. You were a no-show.
Geography.
Oh Lord, nobody likes geography.
The Eastern.
I never know where it's going.
The easternmost point of Africa is in what country?
Hold on. Eastern part of Africa is in. I'll just take.
I can help you out.
I'll just take a stab. Does it have pyramids in it?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm just talking.
Yeah.
And Madagascar is that island, right? But that's not part of Africa.
Right.
Would Morocco be over that way? Is it well known?
When you think of getting boarded and
getting what?
Getting boarded on the seas. If you're concerned about these guys sneaking up on vessels.
Filthy pirates
from.
No, pirates from. Darn it! The pirates from Penzance or whatever. What was that? That was a play, right, or something? The Pirates of Pittsburgh. There's filthy Pittsburgh Pirates over there in Africa. How about if I just do a
Somalia,
yes,
Pirates.
and the movie.
Yep.
The Tom
Hanks
movie and
yeah.
Those Somalian.
Yeah.
You remember when that was going around? That was wild. What was that, like 10, 15 years ago? There were real pirates pirating out there. Yeah, man. And they just jump on those big old ships and they say, it's ours.
Now I don't
Somalia.
I don't know the figures.
I'm 0 for 1.
You know how much probably money Tom Hanks made in that movie? The main pirate, the guy was I'm the captain now.
Yeah.
He only made like $20,000 for his role.
Really?
30, yeah.
That. You know how those big ships, one of their defense mechanisms is the big water hoses.
Cannons.
Yeah, water cannons. Yeah. Somalia. Come on, Patric Young. I could have used you there. All right. So you know what that was? It was a bad question.
It was.
Bad question.
It was.
You know what determines a bad question for me, right?
If you don't know.
If I don't know the answer, they're all bad questions. Bad question.
All right. You ready? Let's get you back on track, Terry. Sports.
Hey, I don't need no help. I don't need no training wheels.
It's a baseball question.
Oh, boy.
What number did Babe wear while playing for the New York Yankees?
3.
Yep.
Hold on. That was a 75 million point question right there. And I'm off and running. Babe was number 3.
All right.
Babe.
Literature.
I don't know anything about literature.
How many lines does a limerick have?
Oh, I've always hated that limerick thing. I don't know how to write one. I hate people that do it. Do you know anything about limerick?
No.
A limerick has 4.
I heard 5.
You heard 5.
I heard 5.
5. No,
20 million.
I'm taking an L. So a limerick has 5.
Yeah.
What is I've heard that, and I've heard people write a limerick. Your favorite. What the hell? What makes up a limerick?
If someone said limerick, haiku, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what a haiku is, and you know what? I don't care what a haiku is. And if you haiku, I'll say bless you. Haiku. Bless you.
We're getting naked.
I'm glad you brought that up, and I'm glad you're thinking like me. I don't care if limericks and haikus never existed. Would the world be any worse? Haiku. Bless you.
All right, you ready for some food?
Wait a minute. I'm 2, and I'm starving. Yes, let's do it.
What mixture of egg yolk, butter,
ooh,
and lemon juice is typically poured over eggs Benedict?
And I got to tell you the word of that.
Yeah.
Is that meringue?
You're close. I mean, you're close in the sense that this goes with meringue. Like you can do meringue and this. It's over eggs Benedict.
Meringue? Oh, man. Eggs Benedict. Oh, hollandaise.
There you go.
Whoa. Yes. How do you like that, huh? Hey, hollandaise sauce is what goes over eggs Benedict. That lady thinks I'm crazy.
Look at this.
Now, let me tell you something. This is important, young lady. How about that? Is meringue? I'm taking that one, man.
I've heard of meringue being poured over. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Meringue. Hollandaise. Fancy stuff.
I'll give you a choice.
Here we go.
Harry.
Here we go.
Do you want a Harry Potter question?
I would, if I ever knew Harry Potter, if I knew anything about Harry Potter, punch me right in the face. Okay?
Why?
Because that's for nerds. I thank my daughter every day. I call my daughter every day now that she moved. Okay? I say, sweetheart, thanks for not being a nerd kid. And we didn't have to do Harry Potters and all this.
You're being a muggle.
What are those other things?
You a muggle right
now. I don't want Harry Potter. Don't ever bring that in.
All right.
This is a cool show. Okay? This is a cool show.
My question.
Harry Potter. Is that the guy with the little round glasses?
Yep.
Boy, that's a face waiting to get punched, right? What a punchable face that kid's got. And I mean that in a nice way. Okay? That glass, I punch him right now.
All right. TV. That answers my question. So you had multiple choice.
What was the Harry Potter question, just in case somebody out there?
Oh,
just ask it. Just ask it and tell us the answer.
In herbology class, what did the students have to repot in Chamber of Secrets? And it's mandrakes.
Mary Jane, marijuana, hippie lettuce. No?
I don't know if that
got voted down here, the marijuana thing. Yeah.
I know.
3 went down. All right. Television. I'm 2 and 2, by the way. 2 and 2.
All right. Hang on.
It's cold in here. You cold in here? It's cold in here.
Hang on. All right. What eccentric TV family lives at 1313 Mockingbird Lane?
Look. Please God be the Munsters.
Yes.
Woo!
Munsters.
Is that the Munsters?
Yes. So how do you know that address, though? No, that I was able to watch the show.
It just stands out. I mean, it goes with it. 13's Unlucky, Munsters.
Okay.
Herman, I think I got this right. Fred Gwynn was Herman, and I think he's from Jacksonville. The big guy, Herman.
I will fact check you.
Look that up. And this, if it's right, I get an extra point.
Yeah.
Herman Munster was Fred Gwynn. I believe he had Jacksonville ties. From Jacksonville. Yep. He had a bunch of roles with him where he wasn't Herman Munster. My cousin Vinny, I think he was the judge in that too. Fred Gwynn, Herman Munster. Who was Herman Munster?
Fred Gwynn. Munster.
Hold on.
Pet Cemetery and My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, he did that one. I remember that one.
He was born in New York.
He's some ties to Jacksonville.
Went to Harvard.
Whoa! I went to Harvard of South. That may be the tie. Yeah. That may be the tie. I went to Harvard of South. JU. He went to Harvard.
He died in Maryland. I'm not getting North Florida here, Terry.
Hold on. Just listen. I can feel you people pressuring me. Just hang tight. Somebody will look that up. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Go ahead.
Back to trivia. Hang on.
I'm 3 and 2.
3 and 2.
And the 2 you threw me were bad. Somalia still a country over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Still got filthy pirates running around?
They do.
You know what? I hope nobody ever gets hurt by real pirates. And it's not cool stealing and all. But it's kind of cool to think we still have pirates that cruise around.
I know. Right? Yeah. I dressed as a pirate for Halloween.
Yeah. Do they still do?
I was Pat the Pirate.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do they still do Talk Like a Pirate Day?
I hope so.
Yeah, it's just like one
so.
of those general days.
I can tell you, not in corporate America, they don't.
Arr! You were Pat the Pirate.
Yeah, I got a picture. I'll show you.
Have you done murder? Did you buy a ready-made costume, or did you make it?
Ready-made.
You have a patch?
Oh, Pat does not do custom.
Did you have a peg leg?
I wish.
A hook hand?
I wish. I had some ale though. Okay.
Arr.
All right. But historical figures.
Oh man.
Besides Trump, who is the only other president to lose re-election and then be elected again?
Grover Cleveland.
Correct.
Bam.
Correct.
I'm such a good winner, all right? Yes. Woo! Suck it.
Right.
Remember the bowler? Who was it called? The famous bowler, and they made the commercial out of it on ESPN. Suck it.
All right. Let's get you back on sports.
You didn't think I was going to get that, did you?
No, did not. But I'm on to you, Terry.
5 and 2. You are on to nothing. This isn't this little crowd that rolls in here, a little neighborhood Mandarin crowd, you know? Oh, the guys graduated 8th grade over here. Guy made it through 9th grade over here. Harvard of the South, pal.
If it's geography, I might get the point. Sports, obviously you will get it.
I don't know anything about those stinging sports.
How about some Shakespeare?
Some chicks? Did you say chicks? Salma Hayek. That'll be my answer. It's a chick. My answer for the chick question is always going to be Salma Hayek. All right. Shakespeare? No, I don't do.
No. I'm not going to ask you
Shakespeare.
I'm just tricking.
Even though that's a cool name, Shakespeare. You had to be smart if you were lugging that name around, right? You can't be a dumb Shakespeare, right? No dumb Shakespeare.
Sounds like a smart.
I know a lot about names. I'll tell you another thing. There's not one woman in the world that has ever been named Sydney that is not hot. There's a rule: you can't be named Sydney. The doctors will not even allow you to put that on the birth certificate if you're not hot. Anyway, have you ever known any dumb Shakespeares? It's impossible. Have you not known a dumb Einstein? No, can't be dumb. No. Big name. All right, what do we got?
All right.
We may have to take a break and then come back.
World War I.
Great song.
The history question. World War I.
Oh, WW1.
Began after the assassination of the heir
Ferdinand,
presumptive to the throne of Austria-Hungary.
Ferdinand.
What was his name?
Ferdinand. Can I get it for Evan Ferdinand?
Yes.
Yeah, give me the name.
Franz Ferdinand.
What a great name, by the way. Yeah. Hold on. That's 6. That had to impress you.
But
Ferdinand.
I was like, he's not going to know this one.
Well, Patrick,
Austria-Hungary, no way.
Trivia, Pat. Let me tell you this as we run to a quick break, our final break of the day. We'll come back 1 or 2 more questions. I should win whatever you give away tonight. I mean, is anybody going to do better than this? 6 and 2.
I may have to come back to you on that one.
Got what I was going to say. Anyway, we'll take a break. Hey, let's take our final break here. He is Trivia Pat. I'm Smart Guy Terry. We'll come back one final segment, having fun as we do late night on a Tuesday. The Young and Norvelle Show. Whoa, look at the fair still going on. I was down there today in that area. Look at the fair. That looks good at night. Boy, that's a money pit right there, isn't it? I don't ride. No. Look at that killer. Look at that thing's ready to kill somebody. Look how fast that Ferris wheel's going.
Don't see that.
That thing's flying right there. Are you kidding me? I'm not getting on that thing. Let's take a break. Final segment coming up. The Young and Norvelle Show right here from Hurricanes, Jointon Creek.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Rick's Jack's Beach.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
The Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network is streaming. I'm Stuart Weber, and I'm here to teach you a nice 3-step process on how you can watch all your favorite programming from the Brent and Austin Show every weekday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or the Cup Date with me. It's fantastic. We talk NASCAR. It's a great time. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. All right, first step, easy. Download the Action News Jacks app. You probably already have it downloaded on your phone, so you might already have that one taken care of. Step 2, see that stack of pancakes up there? You click that stack of pancakes, and it's going to bring down step number 3, which is a full screen of all the different streams that you can click on, including the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 stream. You click that, the video's rocking and rolling on your mobile device. You're watching all the shows you want to, and you're having a good time. You can also do it on your smart TV with the Action News Jacks Now app. I do it on my Samsung TV at home. It's a great way to watch it on a nice, large screen for all the content. That's the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Hope you can find it.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242.
You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing.
Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Maybe you need a new tankless water heater or something a bit more intricate. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. That's 904-552-1242 or cgcwater.com. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
All right, we'll finish up the show with more trivia as we kind of reset what we've talked about. Terry Norvelle here. Patric Young was with us the first hour. We've got a Trivia Pat join us here with some trivia. We talked a little bit about, I want to just kind of reset the situation with Doug Peterson, his last 3 or 4 pressers. You've seen and heard the belligerence, the anger, the the short flippant answers. When they get like that, when coaches get like that, it's over. That tells me, and it wouldn't surprise me if Shad Khan and Peterson have already had their talk and said, "Hey man, you're under contract. I'm letting you go. You're under contract. And this is me hypothesizing. Wouldn't be surprised if in the off week it comes out and he's relieved of his duties. And you may say, well, why? Is there any benefit? Some of it has to do, I think, and not blaming everything on Doug Peterson, but as long as he, in the state he's in now, I think it's a detriment being in the building. And there's you bring a malaise and you give off I don't want to be here. I know I think it might be time during that off week to make a move.
Who comes in as the interim?
They'll bump up.
I've heard the quarterback coach.
I guess.
Or Mike McCoy.
Maybe McCoy. Press Taylor's been under a lot of fire, but a lot of times you're OC, and Peterson was an offensive coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I know Press Taylor's been under a lot of fire too. So, but that's the least of your worries. You probably got to get him out of the building as quick. Not that it's going to solve anything. And again, not that Peterson is the end all be all problem, but when it gets to this point, there are times where in the working world out there, an employee and a will get together and they'll talk, and the employee may say, hey, listen, I'm going to give him a 2 weeks notice. And the situation may be such that the boss goes, I'll tell you what, severance or not, we'll go ahead and pay you. Why don't you go ahead and go now? Yeah. The 2 weeks might be a little strained and awkward for everybody. Let's go ahead and part now. Let's go ahead and sever now. I could see that happening here. I could see that happening here. So we'll see. All right, you got a couple more trivia? What are we doing?
I do for you.
Before we get out of here on a Tuesday night here at Hurricanes in Joynton Creek.
All right, music, Terry.
So I'm 6-2 right now.
You might be 7-2.
I don't know. I'm not a music guy, am I? We'll see.
Whose well-known spooky voice is used in the Michael Jackson song Thriller? The maniacal laughter at the end.
And he did all the he did voiceover in that song too. Vincent Price.
Yes.
Vincent Price.
I told you.
Vincent Price. Yep. You know who played no, that was a different song. I was gonna say Eddie Van Halen played lead guitar on one of those Thriller hits.
Yeah.
And it was kind of quiet. He got paid, I think, and all, but it's very quiet. I think he played lead guitar in Beat It. Because there was a big guitar solo there. Anyway.
I wonder if these guys get like kickbacks too.
Who?
Like, the art, of course, like every time like a movie uses a song, the trust of Michael Jackson
I would imagine
would get a kickback. But so like,
Vincent Price?
Vincent Price's family, does he get a kickback for
I would think
the
so.
voiceover?
Sure.
He should. I think so. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, when I was young, that was a huge album. It still ranks as one of the big
I have it as
Big Ten now,
one of my finals that I played.
sale wise. Yeah. All right, 5, 6, 7. Do you have any hard questions, or did you just bring a bunch of easy ones? Because I mean, I'm 7-2, and I kind of threw the 2 just to make it balanced out a little.
Let me see here, Terry. Oh, geography. I think so.
Oh, here we go again. Somalia.
Pittsburgh. Cancun, Belize City, and Merida are all cities located on what peninsula? Cancun may give it away.
No, I don't travel much. I don't know. Cancun. What are the other ones? Hold on, I got to readjust my hat. Give me the other.
Belize City and Merida.
Never even heard of Merida. Marietta on the west side. And what are you asking me? What peninsula they're all on? The
Mexican peninsula.
The only peninsula I know is the Yucatan Peninsula.
Got it.
You know, I mean, I'm trying not to show off here. You know, bless you. You know, I'm just not. I mean, I missed some on purpose. I probably missed those 2 on purpose anyway. I don't even know another peninsula. Yucatan. Bless you.
I'm allergic to you, Terry.
Bless you. You're allergic to smart people, I can tell.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, here we go. Oh, let me get a timer out here again. Goddammit. Yucatan. Boy, that's just fun to say. You know that? Yucatan.
All right.
Succotash.
TV.
Television.
What was the full name of Walter White's assistant in the series Breaking Bad?
What a great series that was. Now, you don't want to go into that. If you're looking for a series to watch, it's a draining one. It'll drain you now. Jesse Pinkman.
Correct.
Pinkman.
Correct.
Jesse.
One of my favorites.
Great. The series? Great.
Yeah.
Did you see where Bryan Cranston has announced he's retiring from acting? He's like 75 and said, I think 25, he's going to shut it down, spend time with his family. Said, man, I've done enough.
I know one of those like celebrity autograph companies just announced he's going to do private signings.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
That's real cool.
Yeah.
That was a good series. I binge watched it. It took a long time. It was about 5 seasons, but man, that was a draining series. It drained you, didn't it?
I binged it too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I binged back in that same era. Mad Men. It was really good. Mad Men.
Also great.
Yeah,
Also
really
great.
good. Jesse Pinkman.
All
Pinkman.
right.
Go cook up some stuff.
Let's see here. I need a good one for Terry. He's too hot right now.
I'm red hot. 9-2. Don't need no stinking Patric Young.
Okay. Games question.
Games people play.
In the game of chess, Terry, which piece can move in any direction, horizontally, vertically, and diagonally, but can only move a maximum of 1 space?
So we're gonna talk. It's either gonna be the queen, the king.
Yes.
Boom.
I cannot fool this man.
Queen can go anywhere, right?
Fool this man.
And the rook can only go diagonally. The queen can go anywhere as much, right?
Many
She can
spaces.
go crazy.
Yep,
She's
yep.
nuts. Those queens are nuts. You know that? It'll run out on you in a heartbeat.
Salma Hayek is probably
Yeah,
nuts.
there she goes. Where's your queen? How's she go? She can go anywhere, you know. She can be anywhere.
Right. You'll know that one.
4 minutes. You got 2 more. I need 2 more. Two more for 4 minutes here.
All right. Let me ask you a holiday.
Because there's going to be some bragging in here. I know it's going to take up some time, you know.
No,
I wouldn't do that. No. I'm
No,
not
you're
gonna
a
brag.
humble. You're a humble.
This doesn't
host.
mean anything. This doesn't mean I'm really smart. Come on. 10-2.
What date every year is St. Patrick's Day celebrated?
March 17th.
Yes, correct.
Are you really a guy? I mean, this is as hard as you got?
I'm building you up, Terry. I'm building you
I like
up.
it. Yeah, next week's going to be terrible. Just terrible.
All right.
Terrible.
What
athlete's known? What famous athlete is known for pronouncing it terrible instead of terrible? That's terrible.
That's terrible.
Terrible. Terrible. I can see it. You almost got him right there. You got him right there on the tip of your tongue.
Not Shannon Sharp.
Terrible. Terrible. Wrong sport. Give you a clue. Basketball. Terrible.
Oh, Charles. Barkley. Yeah.
Charles. Jazz. Charlie Barkley.
She
says, am I Young or Norvelle? Yeah.
Young. Young.
do I owe you money? If I'm the other one, then. Right. All right, last one. Here we go.
Question for Terry.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready. I'm hungry. Man, look how dark it is outside.
God, don't remind me, Terry. Which ocean has the lowest salinity?
Oh, now let's think this through. Now it's probably up high because of the ice caps and all melting. But what ocean is higher? Well, it's not going to be the Indian Ocean, right? That's kind of low. We're just talking. We're just talking. I mean,
you are.
Feels like you're pressuring me there.
I'm not.
Oh, it feels like
We're good.
It feels like you're pressuring me. Okay. All right.
What are the people saying, Terry? I noticed some messages. Are these from earlier?
It's from earlier.
Okay.
So Indian Ocean's probably not it because it's down low. I'm going to say the Pacific Ocean is
Try again.
I missed that one. All right. We went 5, 10, 11, and 3. Atlantic.
Try again. Lowest salinity. So your thought process?
I thought the melting ice would make it less salty.
Right. Lowest salinity.
Yeah, less salty.
It's the Arctic.
Dang it. It's just a dumb question. You know that? It's just a dumb question. How did I couldn't even think of Arctic Ocean. But yeah, up high, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
There you go.
Melting. All right, get out of here.
Get out of here. Thanks, everybody.
He will be here. They get started at 7 o'clock. I know it's about an hour away. If you're in the area, come on by. It's a lot of fun. He does a great job running these contests here at Hurricanes Jewington Creek. That'll just about do it. We will reset. Let me find my timer here and remind you that tomorrow we'll do it again, 4 o'clock, our happy hour show. We'll travel to Twin Peaks. It's a hump day edition at Twin Peaks. Come by, say hi. If not, make sure you follow us on the stream. Easiest way is go to Action News Jacks, and then download that. And then just click on Action Sports Jacks, and you'll find our show every Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock. That'll wrap it up for Patrick Young. We appreciate him joining us for about an hour. And, of course, Trivia Pat. I'm Terry Norvelle. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll get together tomorrow live from Twin Peaks, our Wednesday home.
For those dealing with pain from a sports injury, arthritis, or spine condition, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists offers innovative new non-surgical options. Our regenerative medicine treatments, including platelet-rich plasma and other regenerative treatments, use your body's own restorative cells to aid in treating injuries. These procedures are performed in our offices and typically require minimal downtime. If you want to get back to doing what you love, our regenerative treatment options may be right for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Rick's Jack's Beach features all that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Rick's Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Rick's Jack's Beach.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Hey Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms. Whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV, you can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry, we still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
It's a new logo, new branding. With Bold City Heating and Air, it's an old school approach. One of the few locally owned and operated air conditioning businesses left in Jacksonville.
It's hot, Florida in the summer. You can't do much to avoid it, but you can keep cool with Bold City Heating and Air.
It's every customer counts kind of service, from when these trucks have pulled up to my home over the last couple of years and when they pull into your driveway as well. From communication to pricing to the actual service, everyone at Bold City Heating and Air cares about you. You know who is coming to your house. You know they will be well trained and they will respect your home. Air conditioning convenience at boldcityac.com.
Stay cool while it gets hot. Bold City Heating and Air can help. Don't get caught sweating all summer. boldcityac.com, and they have financing to help. New systems starting at $110 a month and $50 off any repairs.
Stay safe, stay comfortable with Bold City Heating and Air at boldcityac.com. Homegrown in your